Alright TM Nation, these are the newly released Edifier W830NB Bluetooth headphones, and these look really good on paper for 79 bucks. With them you're getting hybrid active noise cancellation that is said to be 18% stronger than the previous pair. You're getting Bluetooth 5.4 with multi-point connectivity and LDAC compatibility as well. They have a built-in spatial audio feature that is processed inside of the headphones, so you don't need any special streaming app or anything of that nature to get that benefit. But not only that, they do have noise canceling mics for that crispy call quality, and there are more features that I'll talk about a little bit later. But taking a look at what you'll get inside of the box, you don't get a carrying case or anything of that nature, and they also don't come with a 3.5mm cable for wired use. All that you're gonna get is your user manual and other documentation, along with the USB Type-C cable for charging. The battery life with these is excellent, with up to 94 hours of use on a single charge, but they also feature fast charging that will provide you with up to 10 hours worth of use from only a 15-minute charge, which is also impressive. Now keep in mind that since these are compatible with LDAC, if you use them in this mode, that is going to have a significant impact on your battery life, and in order to get the 94 hours, you'll have to have ANC turned off. Otherwise, you can expect to get around 80 hours of use on a charge with them with ANC turned on continuously, which is still much more than most people will need out of their headphones before they get to a charger. Now taking a closer look at the headphones themselves, they have a subtle look that is fine for me, and the fact that the branding is not overpowering is a plus. I do like the fact that they can fold up completely or lie flat on a surface, so you do have a couple of options in terms of storing them, even though they don't come with a travel bag or travel case like I said earlier. I will say that they are extremely comfortable on my head and ears as well. I've been able to wear them for 6 to 8 hours at a time without any ear fatigue or discomfort, and I also have not had any issues with them making my ears sweat. They don't have a published water resistance rating, so I would not recommend getting these wet, but I will say that I did use them for a jump rope workout, and even when my ears became sweaty, they never malfunctioned on me, and the playback controls still worked without an issue. And I do like the placement of the playback controls on these, as they are right on the ridge of the right ear cup, and that makes it easy to locate the buttons and press them without having to fidget around too much. You do also get all of your essential controls with these as well, so there is no need for you to pick and choose. You can control your calls, your tracks, voice assistant, volume, and more directly from the headphones. With the Bluetooth 5.4 connectivity, I haven't had any issues with any noticeable latency watching YouTube videos or Amazon Prime movies on any of my iOS or Android devices. Additionally, they do feature a low latency gaming mode as well, so if you're a hardcore mobile gamer who needs a near instant response, these have got you covered. But besides switching between the music, gaming, and spatial audio modes, inside of the app you can see the charge left on the headphones, choose from pre-built EQs and create your own, access the user manual on the go, access the Find My Headphones feature, and more. And it is worth noting that these don't use the older Edifier Connect app, so if you're trying to use that one, you will not see these headphones pop up. You must download and open up the Edifier Connects app to access the features that you're seeing on the screen. The call quality with these has impressed me so far, as the microphones that they use along with the algorithm does a pretty good job of focusing on my speech while rejecting some of the noise going on around me, but I did take samples just so that you guys can judge for yourselves. Let's check them out. Alright guys, so right now I have the headphones paired to my iPhone 15 Pro, and as you can see, the audio that you're hearing is coming directly from the microphones on them. I'm not going to do any type of editing to this sample, and right now the room is relatively quiet, so this should give you a pretty good idea of how they'll perform in a quiet environment. And now I have some simulated background noise playing in the background, and I'll be quiet for just a moment so that you guys can judge how loud that noise is. And I'll go ahead and start talking again. So this should give you guys a pretty good idea of how well the microphones on these headphones can go ahead and focus on your speech while rejecting some of the noise going on around you. Now for the ANC and Transparency performance, I would say that these are a good mid-tier pair of headphones in both categories. First, I do like the fact that the ANC is multi-mode, so you do have different levels that you can choose from, and the Transparency is also adjustable, so this really allows you to choose how much or how little you'll hear of what's going on around you. In the highest setting, these did a decent to good job of getting rid of those humming and buzzing tones, such as HVAC sounds around my home and cars passing by me while I walked outside. But they don't do the best job with medium to higher levels of dialogue, as occasionally I could hear folks talking as they walked by me if I didn't have my volume set to above 50%. And with the Transparency mode on its highest setting, it allowed me to pick up what was going on around me within about a 4 to 6 foot radius. With them in this mode, I could hear conversations several feet away from me, which is above average based on my experience with other headphones at this price point between $75 and $100. Now moving on and touching on the sound quality, I have to say that out of the box they were extremely flat, and I really was underwhelmed with the sound that I got. And because I had similar experiences with Edifier products in the past, I wasn't too quick to judge them, and I'm glad that I wasn't, because when I went inside of the app and EQ'd them, they really came to life and gave me that dynamic sound that I was looking for. The highs came through clear, as I could make out most of the detail in my music easily. I did dial the mids up just a bit so that dialogue came through a little bit more prominently, and I went ahead and pushed the bass up pretty much to the max. And even with them tuned this way, I would still say that the low end is just decent, and these are certainly not basshead certified headphones. They are more geared towards hi-fi listeners that want more of a refined sound than booming and deep bass. And although they are lacking in the bass department, in my opinion, they do excel in sound separation, as I have no issues distinctly making out the different layers of sound in what I'm listening to most of the time. And that's not something that I can say about a lot of the other headphones that I've tested for under $100. Other than that, I wasn't blown away by the spatial audio feature, as it does take some of the guesswork out of EQing the headphones, but it really doesn't give me that surround sound effect that I was looking for. Now, I do want to say that putting them in spatial audio mode will make them sound a lot better than what they did out of the box, but at the same time, you will not be able to create your own custom EQ while they're in spatial audio mode. So taking everything into consideration, fam, the 830NBs are solid across the board, and if you like Edifier's more refined sound signature, I don't think these will disappoint you. The battery life is good, the call quality is very good, the design is nice, you're getting compatibility with the app, multi-point connectivity with Bluetooth 5.4, and ANC performance that I think will be more than adequate for most people. I mean, these don't have any glaring weaknesses for a mid-tier pair of ANC headphones. I will say that it would have been nice to have more of a focus on the bass and auto pause and play as well, but those are features that you do get when you move up in the Edifier food chain. So for right around $80, I have no issues recommending these, with the caveat that if you're looking for heavy bass, these are not the best choice. Before you get on out of here, if you rock with the channel and your boy Tech Mo, hit that subscribe button and knock that notification bell out so you won't miss any of my uploads. Welcome to TM Nation. Peace.